somebody. What's going on YouTube? Oh, you were.
I didn't know you were.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was daydreaming.
What's going on YouTube? It's Kevin and Mikkel. We are back with another video. I hope you guys had a great weekend. I had a great weekend, especially last night. I went to this day party I was telling you about on Friday, and it I got there a little bit too early. I got there around 7 o'clock.
What time did it start?
It started at 6.
Oh yeah, you got there way too early.
Yeah, I got there at 7.
What time was it over?
Well, we left around 11:30, and the party was still going. So
They didn't have an overtime?
it probably was going to be over around 12.
Oh yeah, you got there way too early.
Yeah, way
From
too early.
6 to 12, I would get there probably around anywhere between
8:30, 9 o'clock.
yeah, probably 9 o'clock.
Yeah, but I wasn't sure what time they was going to be closing.
Yeah.
And when I got there, it was probably only about.
But it
30
wasn't
people
closing in
there.
an hour.
No. I was like, hold up now. I know people know about this party. And then, it was just popping. And even though it was St. Patrick's Day, it didn't really feel like St. Patrick's Day. It just felt like everybody was getting together, especially who you haven't seen in a long time. And, it was just a good time, a good vibe. And shout out to Jeremy and shout out to Chris. And Chris told me this story where he said that I was talking about the scene a little bit, and they were surprised that I didn't go in on Chris. And I'm like, why would I go in on Chris? I enjoy Simply Christopher events, and I've been going for a very long time, ever since Shampoo, and I miss those days. But yeah, just shout out to everybody, because I had a really good time, and I hope you had a good weekend. How was your? Well, we seen each other on Saturday.
Did we?
Yes, we watched Fix It.
Oh yeah. I've been sick, Kevin, so I don't know. I thought I was gonna. I went all winter without
Like
getting
getting
sick,
cold. Mm-hmm.
and then it popped up on me. And so I've been taking medicine for the past 2 days. I slept all day because I was off last night. But yeah, I just hate getting sick. But it's not as bad as it usually is. But I don't want to be sick.
You could probably take like a cough drop or some
That shit don't work
Theraflu.
for me. I just gotta keep taking what's in there.
Mucinex also works.
I don't like Mucinex. My go-to medicine is Robitussin. I take Robitussin.
That's that old school.
Yeah, that's the only medicine I take when I'm sick. I tried Mucinex and it just I was like,
Just
nah,
didn't do it.
yeah, I can't do it for me. So that's the only medicine I take is Robitussin, and I've been taking it for the past few days, and I can feel a difference.
Mm-hmm.
But I needed to work, yeah, because I'm tired of being sick.
So over the weekend we had a big story. Well, not really big, because if you don't know her, you might have been asking who, and that's been a lot of responses that I've been receiving. So there was an incident. Well, there's something going on the airplane with comedian Jess. She has 4 million followers on Instagram. So, I'm sure some of y'all on Instagram know who she is. But if you don't go on Instagram, you probably won't know.
Oh, well, if you don't follow her, you'll know her from the Shade Room, because she's always in the comments.
Yeah.
Her and Milan Christopher.
That's how you stay relevant.
Oh. Well, yes. Yeah.
And she's also an actress on the show, RHOA. I tried watching that show. It's okay. It's not like...
First of all,
yeah.
Me personally, sitcoms are not the way they used to be.
No, they're not.
I would never, I just would never watch a sitcom anymore in today's era. The only new shows I would watch if it's a drama. Okay. Sitcoms, no, because they're not the way they used to be. Mm-hmm. The audience sounds like a laughing track. It doesn't seem real. Like, no, there will never be another Martin. There will never be another Fresh Prince. There will never be another Roseanne. There'll never be another Step by Step. There'll never be another Family Matters. There'll never be another Hanging with Mr. Cooper. There'll never be another Punky Brewster. There'll never be another The Facts of Life. There'll never be shows like that ever again.
But you know who got some good I think CBS got some good comedies, because like I randomly watch Mom. I like that show. Two broke girls or some shit like that.
Yeah, but they don't have any sitcoms for us.
Black people, yeah,
right?
I
They don't have us.
Because them shows really be fun.
And I know most of the shows I named wasn't all black like Roseanne and Punky Brewster.
Yeah.
However, we did watch those shows. Yes, we did watch them. But we don't have those shows. We had Living Single, Martin, we had all those shows. You know, what's the one with LL Cool J?
In the House.
In the House. We had those shows. We don't have those shows anymore. No, so it's like, I ain't watch it. If it ain't a drama, I don't want to watch it because I don't want to pretend like I'm trying to force myself to laugh.
Well, yeah, so she's a part of the, you know, the internet community scene on Instagram, and she's big video. She do all of that stuff, and she's been doing stand-up recently. Well, anyway, I'm not sure where she was on a flight going to or from, but she uploaded this picture to her Instagram story where it shows some men all the way ahead of her getting on the plane, and she was saying, you know, she was like, oh my God, like she was like sounding like she was scared because from what I've seen, it was men in turbans getting on the plane. So then she made a video like, I don't give a fuck who's mad, and if I'm scared, I'm scared. I'm trying to figure out why she was afraid of what's going on.
Because she never said why she was afraid.
Yeah, and I'm like, if it's girls that wearing turbans, like, girl, look what you got on your head. And then if you're afraid, like you're afraid of that, what if somebody that was white, you know, on the plane afraid of you because you were black? And it made it seem like she got those men kicked off the plane because she was like, oh, we had to evacuate the plane. And then she was saying like those men were not on the plane anymore. But it never, like, the people...
In that video where she's talking about them not being on the plane anymore, it sounds as if she was gloating at the fact that they're not in the plane. No, I didn't get them kicked off, but they're not on here for a reason. So I guess my fear was validated.
Yeah.
But no, it wasn't. But continue.
Yeah, I just, you know, and I was just sitting there like, what the fuck? Like, I was really trying to understand what I was watching. I was trying to understand what she was saying. And I'm like, well, did she get them kicked off the plane? Like, because, you know, everybody's going in. Everybody's upset. Oh, it's racist. It's xenophobic. The word is xenophobic. It's not racist because it's not a fear of their race. It's a fear of their religion. And, you know, it was just like, I kept trying to look for information. Who were these people? Did they speak out? Did anybody, like, post to the story? It was none of that. So, you know, all we could go by is based on videos that we see. And, you know, she was saying that she wasn't apologizing for stuff. And that she felt like, I mean, she's like, I got Muslims in my family. And, you know, she wasn't aware of different types. And for them to teach her, you know, telling people to teach her. And, you know, we looking at it from like, well, why don't you ask your family members to teach you? Or if you're so ignorant, you know, sometimes you shouldn't show the world how ignorant you really are because situations like this. And she's also been caught up in some scandal because she called somebody gay on Instagram. Like, because she was upset with what was going on. You know, they kept going back and forth. And she called him gay, and then she apologized for that. And it's just like, come on, you got to stop getting yourself in dumb situations and then have to try to explain. You need something stronger.
I got it.
There you go. Yeah. So, so yeah, I just feel like sometimes, like, that wasn't a moment to be funny. It could be a teachable moment for her, and she would have to learn about this. But it's like people are like, I'm done with you. You always got mess going on. Every time you trend, it's for something that you done did. I don't know the lady.
Like negative. I don't follow her. I don't follow her either. I will say that it's interesting that 18 years later, almost 20 years later after 9/11, and people are still having this fear of Muslims or those who they may think are Muslims. And it's unfortunate because I thought that we'd learned a long time ago in the past 18 years that the Muslim religion was not the one who attacked us on 9/11.
Yeah.
It was extremist people, extremist individuals, and they were terrorists, and they attacked us, and they tried to use their religion as a pawn
of the Muslim faith. Yeah.
I thought we learned that in the past 18 years, but clearly we haven't learned that, and clearly Jess Hilarious has not learned that. Go ahead.
And the reason why a lot of people haven't learned from it is because, you know, it's fear. and they make it seem like, oh, Muslim people are to be feared, especially with that Muslim ban that they had going on.
And see, this is something else that I would say. First of all, out of all the years that I've been flying, and I've been flying on planes for over 10 years now, every time we see videos uploaded on the internet of somebody acting crazy on a plane, it's always a white person. Mm-hmm. I don't mean to be ignorant. I don't mean to, but it's just what it is.
Facts is facts.
It's always a crazy white woman running down the aisles of the plane. It's always a crazy white man running down the aisles of the plane. It's always one of them. Okay? I have never gotten on a plane, seen a Muslim person, and felt, oh my God, that's just not,
yeah, me neither.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm not even thinking that. What I'm thinking on a plane is, I hope this plane makes it to wherever we're going. I'm not thinking about nobody, because I have enough faith in the system before I get on the plane. I have enough faith in the security system that hopefully and prayerfully, y'all done checked every bag, y'all done checked every person, so that won't nobody who's not supposed to be on this plane isn't on this plane. Mm-hmm. For Jess Hilarious, now, again, she might be 100% correct in saying that she had no doings in getting those men kicked off the plane. However, her ignorance towards the men is what people are attacking her on. That's what she's being attacked on. That's exactly what I'm attacking her on, is her ignorance towards the men and their religion. That is why she's being attacked. But she's trying to use this argument as, oh, y'all saying that I got these men kicked off and I didn't. No, we're looking at your actions when they got kicked off. That you were gloating at the fact that they were no longer on the plane. Like Kevin said, we don't know why they were kicked off the plane. We don't know because it hasn't come out why they were kicked off the plane. Even if they were
kicked off the plane, or maybe they felt uncomfortable and decided not to get on the plane.
So I'm just, or maybe they just... Maybe it was a book flight, and they told them, you know, you had to get off because ain't enough. Whatever the case may be, she kept going with the ignorance by making the statements that she made in regards to the way they look. Mm-hmm. And it's like, you as a black woman, you should know better.
Yes, she should.
But again, I keep saying this. The internet and those who frequent the internet keep making people like Jess Hilarious famous. I'm not even going to say we because I don't watch any of her stuff. I don't follow her on social media. The only time I see her is when she's in the Shade Room comments. That's it. We keep making people like her famous. And the problem is when they get famous and they do stuff and say stuff like this, we get upset and we want to cancel them. But see, y'all made them famous.
Yeah, we need to know where the publicists are. Are they going to the man?
Y'all made them famous. Now you want to cancel them. Why is she famous to begin with? She's not funny. I'm not going to say she's not talented. Because we all got a talent deep down inside. But she damn sure ain't funny. I ain't laughed at not near one of her jokes since then. Or since. You know, she's just ignorant. And Jess, if you want to go a step further in talking about these men and the turbans that they had on their head, I mean, you as a black woman, you should know better than to walk out the house with that headscarf on your head. I mean, that's just not... And then you're in the airport. You know what I mean? I mean, listen, I don't care what black woman got a hair-scarf on their hair. I don't care if it's Jess Hilarious, Michelle Obama, Beyonce, whoever. I just look at black women and say, no, you shouldn't walk out the house like that. Don't walk out the house with that hair-scarf on. If your hair is not done, at least put a hat on. Don't put no hair-scarf on. Because I look at it as a part of your nightwear, which should be worn in the house. Not outside in the supermarket, not at the airport. You know what I mean? But I keep my thoughts to myself. Oops, no, well, I guess I didn't now. But it's just like, Jess, you got to do better. You were just caught up in this scandal a few months ago with you messing with this married man or this married comedian, whatever the case may be. It's just stupid. Oh it's God. Like you're making yourself look stupider and stupider and stupider. And then she hit us with the famous white person thing. Oh, I'm not racist because I got Muslims in my family. I have Muslims in my family too. And if you got Muslims in your family, you should be a little bit more aware of what it is that you're saying and what it is that and how you're reacting to certain things. Why should you get on the internet and say, oh, I got Muslims in my family, I'm not racist, and hopefully y'all can teach me how to learn a little bit more about the... No, we ain't got to teach you shit. Because you just said you got Muslims in your family. Why don't they teach you? Yeah. They should have been the first ones calling you.
Yeah.
They
or it could be like, you gay people getting on a plane, you're afraid of the gay person. Well, it's not that I don't like gay people. I got gay people in my family.
Right. It's the people and their contradictions is astounding to me. Yeah. But again, we as society and social media, we keep making people like her famous. We keep making them famous. And I keep telling people, when people hit me up, oh, y'all should be on TV, y'all should... Stop saying that to me. Because first of all, it may not be his plan to have us where you think we should be at. And I'm not going to go off of what you think. Okay, I appreciate the fact that you see greater and higher in me, but it may not be his plans yet to have us where you think we should be at. So until then, I'm going to keep reaching people from this platform right here. From here and here. I'm going to keep reaching people from here. But somebody like Jess, you'd be like, what the fuck? Like what is... And she brings nothing to the table. She brings no type of anything. Excuse me. Every time you see or hear about her, it's either something negative or it's something stupid. It's nothing ever positive. Then when I look at these BET social awards, and I'll be looking at the people on that show and I'll just be like, huh? y'all just making anybody famous. Anybody famous. Let me tell you something. I'm fine not having a blue check. I'm fine not being on the radio or TV. My bills are still getting paid. I'm still eating this, as y'all can see. I'm still living life. I'm fine without that. I'm still getting a paycheck every 2 weeks and once a month from this show. I am fine without all of that because I am getting what God says at this time I should be getting. Now, if the time comes in the future that he wants to give me more, then fine. I'll be grateful and blessed. But right now, I am accepting what it is that he is giving me. And I don't want to be in a position somewhat, because I might get famous and then start saying stupid shit like Just Hilarious.
You'd be like, well, why is he famous?
Right. So, let me learn a little bit more before I get to that point. You know what I mean?
Yes.
These
but
people
you just
get on
don't want to
Instagram
get out there and look ignorant and just post anything just for likes and clicks. I guess she thought that it would be funny posting that.
She thought that it would be funny posting that. She thought that it would be funny. She thought that she was going to get likes and clicks, and she thought that people were going to agree with her. But no, somebody like me who literally has Muslims in my family and who literally has Muslim friends that I can't seem to get rid of. I seem to be the only Christian that all the Muslims seem to flock to. And I love them because they my Muslim brothers and sisters. They just love me. I just cannot imagine somebody walking down the street and being ignorant to any religious background. You know what I mean? When I hear people say nasty things about the Islamic religion, I get offended because when certain things that they say, I'll be like, wait, my cousin is not how you describing them. My friends is not how you describing them. So now I get offended.
Yeah, and this to the point now where people have been radicalized to go to mosques and shoot and kill people, like we heard over the weekend in Christchurch, New Zealand, and that's just horrible. Like he went to one mosque and then drove over to another mosque and shot that up.
Yeah.
And then he had this whole manifesto, and President Trump was in it. A couple other people were in it, but anytime when people are killing and your name, you need to think about the things that you're saying. And Donald Trump saying, oh, well, I don't think that white nationalism is a problem. It is a problem here, and it's been a growing problem for a long time. But the reason why Trump is not going to condemn it is because those are the people that's voting for him. Yeah. So he's never going to condemn it, just like he didn't even condemn what happened in Charlottesville. Oh, they were good people on both sides. Really. I've never heard anything. I've never heard such a thing. And this is why, because I don't want to get all on him, but I want to say this is why it's important that on November the 3rd, 2020, and that's my mom's birthday. It should be her 70-something birthday. I can't even count. 70.
What year was she born?
5th birthday? Yeah, it'd be her 75th birthday. 2020. Oh, 1945.
I was about to say 2020. She was born in 2020.
No, she was born in 1945.
She's not turning 75. She'll be turning 75 next year.
Yeah, that's 2020.
Yeah, I thought you said she turned 75 this year.
Oh, no. She's 73 right now.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But we all need to get to them polls and vote. Yeah. And it's crazy how we sitting up here, you got Bernie Sanders people mad with Beto O'Rourke because he broke the record for, he made $6 million once he said he was running for president, Beto O'Rourke. You got people saying Kamala Harris is not I'm black enough. You got people talking about Amy Klobuchar. Oh, she made somebody get a comb and clean her comb so she can eat a salad. Like, all this stupid shit.
That's nasty on her part.
Yes, and we need to stop just...
Who the fuck eats food with their comb?
Yes, because they didn't bring a fork. So she had the staff member allegedly clean the comb
so she can eat
her salad. Yes.
You nasty
That's some
bitch.
nasty shit, right? Like, why are stories like this even coming out? Oh, right. So what? She's tough. She's a woman. Oh, because she's a woman, she's not supposed to be tough with her staff. No. If you work for me and I know I can expect better out of you, yes, I'm going to talk to you like that. I'm not going to be real rude with it, but yes, I'm going to talk with some sternness because I mean what I say. And I want to win a team. Yes. Right. Amen. Right. So we all need to be on the same page because if they're not going to impeach Trump, we gotta vote his ass out, and we gotta stop being stupid and fighting with each other all over Instagram. The Democrats can't seem to get it together, and what I hate is that we're gonna impeach him, we're not gonna impeach him. I need what's her name? Because I love her, but I need her to sit down because she's been trying to entrench people.
Oh no, Maxine Waters.
Yes, she's been trying to get Trump impeached since he got in.
And let me tell you something, Kevin. Sorry to cut you off.
Yeah.
But I never jumped on that Maxine Waters bandwagon because I felt like, because I follow stuff like that so well, it is not easy to just impeach somebody.
No, it's not.
You have to have it has to be a reason why this person, they have to have committed some type of perjury, some type of crime in order for them to get impeached. And to just keep saying, he needs to get impeached, that's not
true.
What?
Because if they felt that the president was incompetent of doing his job, he could be impeached.
Yeah, but clearly this man is incompetent and nobody's...
But because he has, let's say, if the Democrats had the House and the Senate,
well, that would be a no-brainer.
And then you had some people, you need an overwhelming majority in the Senate, too. I think 66 or something like that. But if they really want him going, they can do that. But you were right about you would really need proof to get him out of the...
And they have none.
But then again, some of the people, the Republicans, still probably wouldn't get rid of Trump because they're scared for their job. Right. He is really... you never heard nobody being afraid to vote against Barack Obama that were Democrats. Right. Because they rocked some. But people are literally afraid of Trump because Trump can go for their job by just simply tweeting out a tweet. And
they'll be up without a job by the end of the week.
And he's trying to get 3 Fox News people fired because they're not on his side. Arthel Neville, someone else, and Shepard Smith. Well, whoever's her co-host, Arthel Neville, when she's on in the daytime on the weekends on Fox, he's trying to get rid of her. And then Janine Pirro, you saying all kinds of racist stuff you saying xenophobic stuff about Muslims. And, she got...
it's always down.
Yeah, they took her off her show.
The judge, the one that told?
They told her you can't work this, you can't work this weekend. So we don't know if she's suspended or she's coming back. But Trump got on Twitter at 8 o'clock in the morning.
And defended her.
Defending her, of course. Bring her back.
Of course. But you know what? Somebody needs to put her and people who think like her in a room with a bunch of Muslims.
Yeah. And I used to think she was a nice person. No. I used to because I seen her court show. I used to watch her court show. But then...
You see how they really are.
Yes, when she had that show, I was like, this is how she really thinks. It really turned me off. It really turned... Fuck her being a judge. Anything else she's done.
Yeah.
Because she spits a lot of evil. And it's just... how can you let someone be on TV like that?
Remember she lied to... said that Whoopi said something and Whoopi said, I didn't say that.
Yeah.
I said it, then you would, she's a liar.
Well, I forgot about that comment. That was hot back in the day. That was hot. Not back in the day, last summer.
It was like last year, bro.
Yeah, when she had that book out. I knew it was going to be fireworks. I knew that. But yeah, welcome back, Whoopi. Whoopi Goldberg made a surprise appearance on Thursday. And she said she's going to be back a couple of days during the week. To get out the house and try to get herself together. She did a great job moderating for the first 30 minutes that I saw. I didn't watch the whole episode today. But I'm glad Whoopi is back. Shout out to Whoopi Goldberg. Now, we had a chance to watch together not the Real Housewives. Yeah. We watched Iyanla Vanzant on Saturday night. Excuse me. And she had gospel singer Leandria Johnson on the show. Now, last summer she was getting on her Instagram and she was ranting and she was talking about the church. She was talking about the people in the church. And people kept calling her, trying to get her to get off, and she was like, bless you. Stop calling my phone, yada, yada, yada. I mean, it was just a mess. And I think we talked about it just a little bit, or I was like, I don't know, or like that. Whatever the case, we did talk about it briefly.
Right.
But, this time she was on there to get help, and her manager, or the record label, Phil Thornton, shout out to Phil. I met him at the Tweet concert before. He wrote Iyanla and wanted to get help for Leandria. Mm-hmm. And for me, this was like one of the best hours on television because you seen that Iyanla was literally breaking her down with facts. And, the only thing Leandria could do is just get upset because it's nothing but the truth being thrown in her face. Mm-hmm. And I wasn't ready when Iyanla ripped off that cover.
That bar.
Yes.
That mini bar. Did you get excited?
No, I didn't get excited, but I just couldn't believe that she did it.
I thought maybe that would be something.
No. It looked like nothing but orange juice in those cups.
No, it was liquor at the bottom.
Maybe it was.
Maybe it was. It was.
And, she talked to Rob, who's been there with her since the beginning. Mm-hmm. And she talked to her brother. We learned some stories about her brother. And he said he's been to an AA meeting, but not exactly for alcohol. So it could have been something else. But he said that he never told his sister what it was. And when we saw his age, we all gasped because, like 31, he looks like he's been through a lot. He looked like he's been through a lot.
Leandria we gasped when we saw her age too.
Yeah, 35, and then we like she 36. Yeah, like oh my God, and then Iyanla was, she was holding the friends accountable. People like Rob.
Yeah, you have to hold friends accountable, especially when your friend is this superstar, and you're there with her every day, all day. It's like
you're just enabling
her. Like hold her accountable. My mom told this story, and I'm sorry, but my mom told the story today. She was on the phone, and I heard her say that years ago, she and my grandma must have been going back and forth, had an argument. And she said that my grandma must have called my aunt, one of my grandma's sisters, and told her about the argument she had with my mom. And she said that my mom said that she was on her way to school, and when she came downstairs, the lights was off, and the light came on. And my Aunt Gladys, which was my grandma's younger sister, was sitting there and said to her, my mom said, all she said to me was, the next time your mother tells me that you talked to her the way you did, you're going to have to deal with me. And she said she left. That is when you hold people accountable. You understand what I'm saying? You're holding someone accountable. You see somebody doing wrong, you hear that they're doing wrong, whatever the case may be, you don't just sit there and observe it, or you sit there and listen to somebody saying, oh, such and such, Kevin did wrong. You're like, well. No, you hold Kevin accountable. My aunt held my mom accountable. Leandria's friends have not been holding her accountable. Mm-hmm. They just continue to let her do and do and do. And the fact that Leandria said that her kids have said to her, I hope you don't go drink, when you leave, that's telling. Because that means that the kids see when you come home drunk and irate. Yeah. Some people don't like to be held accountable, though. Yeah. Because then some people think that, you don't know what you're talking about. But it's like, in that moment, when you are inebriated, we see something that you don't see. So when you are intoxicated, it's like you think, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. But everybody else around you is like, this fool has really, really, really got to get their shit together. And that's what Leandria. That's what Iyanla wanted her friends to do. But then again, too, it's like a rock and a hard place. Because you can be that friend telling that friend, you got to get your shit together. And then that friend tell you mind your business. And you know what?
I'm tired. I'm not
arguing with you no more. I ain't even arguing with you no more. We'll see what happens if you wake up in somebody's ditch. you wake up dead in somebody's car accident or whatever the case may be. You wake up and you're paralyzed because you didn't want to listen. And that's what Iyanla was trying to convey to her friends. Like, y'all just are allowing her to do this. And see, Rob don't even work for her no more. So he's on that friend aspect now. You were working with her, but you don't. As far as I know, I don't think he works for her anymore. Because I remember, like a year or two ago, he was saying that they were no longer going to be business partners, but they're still.
Yeah, but on the show, he made it seem like, you know,
he was her booking thing. But I remember him a few years ago saying that they weren't working anymore. So maybe they're back to working.
Yeah, we gotta find out who Rob. We gotta get in contact with him.
It's just sad though. It really is.
And I'm glad, but I'm glad that Iyanla, even though it looked like, you know, Leandria was going to leave, Iyanla threw the scripture in her face, and you know, I think she kind of settled down. But I think it was too much at once for her, maybe.
See, people don't be ready, Kevin.
No,
they don't be ready when they go to Iyanla. See, the friends call into Iyanla, and then once the Iyanla gets in touch with the actual person, everybody like, oh, but they don't really be ready.
Yeah.
Because when they get there and Iyanla start giving them that tough love or start giving it to them, then they get, I don't want to do this no more. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like Nina thought she walked down the street to a bar. Now y'all have no clue what I just said or what I'm talking about, but Kevin does.
Yes.
Nina, she has a whole ankle bracelet on. She's not walking to nobody's bar. She said no, because
she went down the street to go get a drink
because she couldn't handle it. Nina, she has on an alcohol bracelet. She's not going to the bar. She's not. There is no bar in that neighborhood.
No, but we want to know where is they taping these shows at? What neighborhood is that? I'm like, why you want to know what neighborhood it is?
You got to watch a show like this with his sister. It's pure comedy.
It's too many questions going on.
You never hear the show.
Yeah, because I was ready to go upstairs several times.
You never hear the show. But yet you seem to always know what happens at the end.
Yeah.
Because Nina will talk and ask questions throughout the whole show. Yeah, because you like, Nina, I can't hear what they saying. She still be talking.
Well, we got to rewind it back.
Yeah, we got to rewind. You got to make one appointment. Then you got to make another appointment. And wait till that scene gets there. It's like, Nina, shut up.
But I'm happy for Leandria, because I felt like even though it was, you know, all at once for her, she took it. And she cooperated. She cried when she had to. And she spoke, you know, she told the truth. She didn't sit up there and lie and try to point fingers at other people. She really took accountability for her actions, even if she didn't want to or felt it was too hard when they took that break at 12 o'clock, you know. But I'm glad that she's doing it. You're right, it was like 12 o'clock.
Yeah, because she told her I was going to lunch. She went to that bar.
And she said, I'm not coming back. She took her smoke break.
Nina said, his sister got up when the commercial showed Leandria out on the street. His sister first of all, she was so into the TV watching it that when the commercial break came and they showed the clip of Leandria in the street, his sister got up and said, did she go down to a bar? First of all, how the fuck am I supposed to know where she's going? Because I'm watching this for the first time like you are.
Yeah, how you know it's a bar down the street?
And how do you know it's a bar down the street? That don't look like a neighborhood that has a bar sitting at the corner, okay?
Shit, you never know down south. They got all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, but that looks like a beautiful residential neighborhood that don't even have a corner store, let alone a bar.
And how do they allow Iyanla to come on that street with all of that yelling and stuff?
Yeah. Because some of them probably sitting in the windows being nosy. Like me, because that would be.
I would be nosy too. You damn right.
I'd be sitting there just
seeing
like
who
this.
coming to Iyanla house every day.
Just like this in the windowsill.
And next week will be part 2, and Erica Campbell from Mary is going to be on there with her.
I hope that's not the one whose husband was cheating on her.
That's Tina.
Tina, yeah, because she don't
be
right? Nobody advice.
Yeah,
and she's a little cuckoo too.
Yeah, but I think she's probably real nasty and private.
Yeah,
from what I've seen on the show.
Oh, I thought you meant like nasty as far as attitude wise.
Attitude wise. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like she probably like she'll bust out the F word behind your back. I don't know why I get that vibe from her, but I do. I just do. Ooh, God. Yeah.
Like she's ignorant.
Yes, very ignorant, very nasty. But shout out to Iyanla and shout out to Leandria for doing the work. But you got to get. I think she really do have to get rid of them enablers. That's the first thing I said. She's gonna have to let some of her friends go, and who lets her drink and stuff like that. Especially if she wants to get together, and then she has to go to counseling for the death of her brother, because that's like the main reason why she's been drinking. Yeah. And then I don't know what's gonna happen between her and the church, because she called her church so many names. That's Chase. Open the door.
Oh, Kevin, I can't reach it. I'm about to fall. Open the door, Charlie. Charles. Who is that? Ooh. Well, we don't know who it is because the door's closed. The way you was trolloping up them steps sounded to me. Hey, look you running over here to us. Oh, where you going? I know you're not going to Uncle Kevin. You,
What you need?
You going to Uncle Kevin? You not coming to me?
Well, what is that? He got a hickey.
He fell.
At your mom's house. I keep telling him stop letting him go over his mom's house.
That's not my mom.
Hey.
Whose grandmother?
I see you waving.
Look at that hickey on his head. Look.
Hey.
You know what? He waved. Did you see that video I posted? That he waved and we wasn't looking?
Yeah. I seen it. I didn't even know he was waving at
me. Me neither, because we was too busy trying to figure out what was going on in the hallway.
Hey, Chase. You can't have my laptop.
What you trying to go to?
Look, he breaking chicane and you buying it. Look.
I ain't buying shit because you should never let him.
Look at him. Look.
Don't talk to him like that. Yeah. Who, Chase, who did that to you? Who?
Oh.
Who? Somebody over there did that to you? Kevin, hello? Hold on. Chase, first of all, I don't like how you came in here and went to Uncle Kevin and you didn't come say hi to me. Look, oh, you waving. Say hi. Say hi. You didn't want to say hi to me?
I see him waving his hand.
You didn't want to say hi to me? He came right in here and waved. You came right in here and went straight to
everyone. He knocks on the door and won't care.
And go to Uncle Kevin.
Yeah.
And you just gonna go back around.
And you're gonna go back around. Ooh.
Ask Kevin what he do. He'll shut the door while I'm talking.
Yeah.
Where? On this door?
Yeah. While he and Kevin, he'll shut the door.
Oh, so what is Uncle Kevin giving you candy?
I don't give him nothing. Come on. You want to come back up?
Don't get too close to Uncle Kevin because he's going to start getting mean to you. Like you do Tibby and Matthew.
Yeah, they don't fucking listen to you. And if you don't act like you don't listen.
You better start listening.
Okay. So did y'all watch The Real Housewives of Atlanta last night for Eva's wedding?
No.
I watched it. I'm going to tell you something. I liked Eva's wedding. I liked how she looked and I liked the design and everything. What I didn't like is that they made this episode mainly about Nene.
Yeah.
And
give me this.
She won't write his name. Sit down.
He ain't write his name and then he poke himself and we not even paying attention.
Yeah. They made the episode all about Nene. Like when Nene oh no. You're gonna get your hands popped. I told him he's at that age, you're gonna have to pop him.
Look at him. You gonna say hi? Say hi. You don't wanna say hi?
So yeah. Like when they were taking the vows and stuff, when they were taking the vows, they kept flashing back to Nene's wedding. And Nene.
It's not about Nene.
Nene and Candy and all of them, they talking about the thing at the house, and Nene was like, yeah, how you gonna tell me how mad I can get at my house? You know, my closet and stuff like that.
Who's
that was
true. Candy?
Yeah. To both of them. Candy and Portia. Yeah. But they all made and then, Nene was really going through it because she said her and Greg had got into an argument where he suggested that they separate before she went to the wedding. So that was on her mind and stuff like that. But it's like, well, where's the fun that went on at Eva's wedding, like the friends and the bridesmaids and all? We ain't get none of that. It was mainly about Nene on Eva's wedding. And they never would have done that if this was Nene's wedding.
But I did see a clip that had nothing to do with the show, but a clip of Marlo getting a lap dance, or when you get and the guy be putting the thing around your leg. I saw that. Yeah, somebody had posted that on the shade room.
Oh, I didn't see that.
But it was a clip that somebody had the wedding record. Well, yeah, because the show only wanted to show you what they wanted to show you.
Yeah. And then I like I like Eva's not Eva. What's her name? Cynthia and her boyfriend. I think they make a really cute couple.
He looks her boyfriend look a little goofy, man.
she's goofy too. She's soft for a lot of stuff.
She's what? You got something in your hair.
I mean, he got this big red mark on his forehead.
Yeah, who pushed you? Somebody at your grandma's house pushed you? Who pushed you? Tell me who pushed you.
It wasn't me. I don't know why you looking at me, Chase. You keep
You just
messing with
moving
my
around.
mouse.
You moving around now. You got to that point where you want to move around.
Touch everything.
Yeah. Look at him. Look, like a little man. Go ahead, get up. What are you doing? Okay.
Chase, where you going?
Ouch. Where you going?
Uh-oh. Don't let him go in that hallway, because
Kevin!
he's not going in no steps.
How old am I?
12.
Old enough to know better, okay? I wouldn't trust a bag of chips around you, let alone a child. You're going to tell me don't let them go all the way. Your mom's not there. There you can go. She went downstairs.
So,
What is that in your hair?
this situation with young M.A. and Kodak Black. First of all, I think Kodak Black is one ugly. Don't touch my joystick. No, no, no. Don't touch it.
Okay.
Don't touch it. He's thinking about doing it.
Uh-huh.
Don't touch it.
Chase, come here. Come here. I'm gonna ask you something.
And don't touch that.
Yeah,
And
come
don't
here.
touch that camera neither, because I can tell he's gonna do it.
He's trying to look up at it to say hi. Come here, Chase, so I can take you up. Come on, so I can put you up. Yeah, come on, so I can put
Sorry,
you
y'all.
up.
I'm distracted. So Kodak Black,
Come on.
he made a song and he was talking about he's waiting.
Here comes Shakina. Yep, you hear her? Here she come. Here she come.
Watch his head.
Come on.
Yep, there she go. Who he going?
See, I told you.
Told me what? He ain't nowhere near the damn steps.
He was going for it. He know how to go up the steps too.
Well, who's letting him go up the steps by
Oh, I
himself?
followed him one time.
Oh, I was about to
But
say.
I'm like, what are y'all doing?
Well, I mean, he is walking. Yeah,
And I said, what are y'all doing?
Oh, yeah.
And then I just watched him go over. Then I said, but wait, let me see where he goes. So he came up the first flight of steps, went back down the hallway, then called himself coming up here to the third floor. I said, but if you, like,
Well, he knows where he lives.
yeah, he knows where he stayed, but
But if he was to come in here, and then he's following whoever's coming in here when you're not here. So he's mimicking what they're doing.
no, I locked my door most of the time.
Not all of them.
Yeah. So Kodak Black got this song out, which I did not listen to. I refused to listen to. But, you know, he was talking about young M.A. and the things that he would do to her sexually, stuff like that. I mean, he was just,
Yeah. Being
rude, nasty, ignorant, and all of those things. And, you know, some people probably don't have a problem with it, but I have a problem with it because basically he's sexually harassing young M.A. And he was just, I don't even want to repeat the lyrics, but I seen the video of young M.A. kind of like responding, and she didn't seem upset with Kodak Black. She's basically saying, he's weird, I'm weird, but y'all gonna stop dick eating, I need y'all to chill out. Basically, she was upset that so many people are
continuously
hitting her
up about it,
what he's
tagging
saying.
her about it. Just
Yeah.
let it go. And I agree.
Yeah. But I do think that Kodak, like, I don't understand what's wrong with you. And then you be talking about, well, just because she has a pussy, why she don't want to penetrate it? Like, who gets on camera and talk like that? And you're also facing a sexual harassment case against him. Somebody said that he raped them.
So
he's
him
going through
talking
that.
like
He got a
this.
case already.
So
Yeah.
him talking like this.
It's evidence for the whoever got this case against him.
But it shows you that he just doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
So that rape thing could be true.
And it's just, that's just disgusting to be like that. But you know what though? I've seen it plenty of times. Like, there was this stud that was in this neighborhood, and one of the guys kept trying to fill up on her. And was like, yeah, I would do this to you, and I would do that to you, and I'm just like, why would you even do? Like, why would you do that to someone?
Right.
You know, that's just an instant turn off, and it's so nasty to see someone get like that. I just didn't like it. Period. I don't get down with that, and I don't like men that think they can make a woman straight by either trying to rape them or do things to them. Like, that's just like women say, oh, I can make you straight. Or, no, you can't make nobody straight, okay? And you can't make nobody gay. It's either your brain telling you or you telling your brain what you like. You know, I just don't agree with that. So I'm just turned off by it. Mm-hmm. And, you know, if young inmate not going to address it, then, you know, I think it's only fair that somebody speaks up and says something. If she's not going to call it what it is, mm-hmm. then I hope that people continue to call Kodak Black out on it. Keep calling him out on it. Like, just saying he's weird and y'all dicky, and that's not cool, period. Because you probably have gay fans or lesbian fans that's dealing with situations like this. Mm-hmm. And mm-hmm. to just brush it off like, I'll deal with it how I deal with it, that's not cool. You might have to come up with something better than that. Because come on.
Would you let Kodak Black
he couldn't do a goddamn thing with
He couldn't sit on the edge of my bed.
No. And the only reason why, and I seen a video of him fondling this girl, like walking through the hallway.
He's just grabbing his. But look how ugly he is. They're the types that do things.
Yeah, and when you get a couple of dollars, these dumb girls would do anything with him.
He couldn't sit on the edge of my bed, let alone get in the bed. Yeah. He couldn't be pointed to my bedroom.
You can't do a goddamn
bedroom. He wouldn't be able to be pointed to my house.
No. These girls like no. A lot of them like. I think a lot of them like it because he got a couple of dollars.
Him on top of you?
No. Period. No.
Oh, behind you.
None of that. He can get nothing from me. Not even a hello. I probably wouldn't even speak to him.
Look at him.
Not even a hello.
He look like, and he talk like something wrong with him too, don't he?
Yeah. He just.
He don't look like he washed properly either.
And that's one thing. Never mind.
He don't look like he washed properly. He stink.
Don't wash the crack. And don't wash his balls.
He don't look like he washed the crack.
That's why sometimes I just gotta get these niggas bashed when he try to do anything. Get in the tub. Get in the shower.
Let me give you a shower.
Yes. Some of them you do gotta clean up.
If you clean him up and straighten his hair.
Nope. Never. There's nothing sexually appealing about him. Come on. You find something sexually attractive about him?
No, that's what I'm asking you.
No. You know?
Because I've seen some of the things you lay down with.
No, you have not. You have not. But when I was looking at that room last night, I said, I am
What's wrong?
When I was in the room at the club yesterday, I said, no, it's not a room. You know, in the area. I'm just like, I am.
Because you've been in the area before.
No.
Well, what are you saying?
The people that was there.
Oh, because you had.
When you say like, oh yeah, that
you know that. Well, that's kind of like how I am.
Yeah.
I can go on my Instagram and be like, okay, like I literally just had.
Click on that one. Don't mute. Make sure it's muted.
Yeah.
This one?
Yeah. Bitch, hello?
Who else? They heard you.
Don't worry about it. Who else? See, right now they're not all popped up. But, oh yeah.
Let me see that. Click on it.
You've seen her before. Yep. Had some fun too. No.
Now, which one did the house you got kicked out of?
That.
Which one?
I didn't get kicked out. I had to exit quickly. You know how Donald Trump says bigly? Quickly.
Yeah. So, listen, yo, I'm ready for the Housewives reunion. I can't take these episodes no more. It's like this
because they're not doing
torturous. But I did like Eva's wedding. I think she looks real cute. Yeah. And then the last thing I had was Donna Brazile, but we ain't had time because we already talked about Trump. Yeah, Donna Brazil's gonna be working for the Fox Network, and she's gonna be giving her Democratic opinion.
I don't watch it, and I'm definitely not gonna watch it because she's on it.
But you know what? I do encourage y'all to look at some of Fox News and just to see how it's different from the other.
We know how it's different.
You know, but see,
we know.
You know what though? CNN and MSNBC, they have their opinion shows, and Fox had their opinion shows. But if you listen to what they talk about, shit just don't be sounding right. And these people,
first of all, I can't.
White America,
yeah,
they eat this shit up.
Of course, I can't sit and watch a network that will have their their hosts or commentators get on there and talk about Muslims, talk about black people, and nobody's held accountable. I can't do that. At least when they do it on networks like CNN, they are held accountable. Yeah. And 9 times out of 10, they're not able to come back anymore. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I can't watch a network like that because those people are not held accountable. Now, you said Janine
Janine Pirro.
She was held accountable, but who's to say she won't come back? Yeah,
because those are her views. Right. The things that she said, you just be like, oh my.
And I can't really see Fox News firing her. Now, if they do fire her, I'm like, oh wow, okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because Fox News is not.
Especially with Donald Trump
supporting Trump network.
Yeah, especially with Donald Trump backing her, I can't see them fire her because I can see Donald Trump right now. If they fire her, he going in on Fox on Twitter.
But what I do want to know is that any of the colleagues stand up for Arthur Neville and the guy Louis Vuitton or something like that. If they stood up for him, because you can't have the president talk about your colleagues and you say nothing. You stand up for them. He already called them the media fake news and everything, and that is part of the problem. Mm-hmm.
Well, many of them agree with it.
Yeah, I would stand up for my colleague, and they should, and I hope they did the right thing this morning on Fox and Friends, because the president is watching. And he does nothing but watch the news all day, from 6 o'clock in the morning to 11 o'clock. That's horrible.
Yeah.
We got to get his ass out. Now, we're going to pick one, and we all need to get behind that one person come November 3rd, 2020. Please. All right. And Joe Biden, we know you're running, because you let it, you heard him let it out.
Well, he got on my nerves the other day, though. I'm just like, just say you're running.
I think he's waiting until the end of this period for when they raise their money. He's waiting for the next quarter.
Just
run.
What
I think he's waiting for.
I got a headache.
So yeah. Good. Have a good week, you guys. We will see you guys soon this week.
I was supposed to be going to work tonight, but I don't feel like I have a headache now. Like,
sure.
Yeah, I'm tired. We'll see. We'll see about that.
Just take a you say a Robitussin. I think you should take a mucin. It'll definitely help with that cough.
No, my Robitussin works, Kevin. It's just I have to. I just started taking it yesterday.